really big challenge for our team with a very good UNC Wilmington team coming in here, 5-1, high-pressure defensive team. Shoot the ball about as well as anybody in the country, nearly 44% from three, so we know what kind of challenge this is going to be for us tomorrow night.
Coach, a few days to review the George Mason game. What did you like? What did you not like?
Didn't like much, but the biggest thing that I keep talking about our defense, and it's an area we got to get right. I don't think we were nearly as explosive and physical as we were capable of being. I mean, Brandon Johnson hadn't practiced since November 10th, and yesterday he got back into practice. So even though he had played in those two games, the final ones in the MTE, and he played Mason, he had not had any practice time because some of the things Ezra had not practiced leading into the Mason game. So I think that did affect us, our front court. George Mason is a strong front court team. We were almost kind of mirror images of each other going in terms of production coming from your 4 and 5 spot. And I thought we really got hurt in the paint that game, and I think that kind of snowballed it for us.
What worries you about Wilmington offensively with your defense?
How great they shoot the basketball. I think they're a very good, disciplined offensive team. They play fast. They do create a lot of offense with their defense. But looking at just from film-wise and numbers-wise, they have a lot of really good players, including guys that hurt us last year at Wilmington. But they shooting the ball at a very high level, literally number 4 in the country right now in terms of the way they shoot the basketball. So obviously we have to guard the three-point line.
I know it's a month into play. What have you learned the most about your team going through live play?
That we are still looking for production from the bench. We're still looking for guys to step up and do, and I think it's going to happen. Again, as I said to Stephen, I think one of the biggest things with this team right now is we have not been able to practice the way we want to. I'm a practice guy. This is a practice coaching staff. And because of stuff that is out of our control sometimes, injuries are a part of sports. Guys not in practice, maybe 2 guys out, 1 guy out. So we've really struggled to find that rhythm in practice, and I think it showed on the court at times. Like even Bobby, who is playing, I think, some of his best basketball right now, he's just hitting his stride because he missed 2 months of practice. And so that's what I'm figuring out right now through 7 games, that we're still kind of putting this thing together.
With this being a rivalry and y'all playing last year, do you kind of sense some motivation going to this game, and maybe even a tick above normal just due to the in-state rivalry, that sort of thing?
I would think Coach Siddle would say the same thing. I think his team, our team, they're both just really motivated because we had an opportunity to play. There's no doubt this is great for the fan bases, great for the programs, and Wilmington has a rich tradition of basketball. They always have been, and they're doing it again right now. But from a motivation standpoint, I think both teams are just excited to play in a high-level game. It was an incredible atmosphere in Wilmington last year, as good as we were in all year. And we hope that Minji's will be that tomorrow night.
What problems does Trae White present for you guys?
A lot of problems. 17 free throws last year he took. He's a really good player that can rebound the basketball. He takes advantage of mismatches. He can drive the basketball. And, he did it to us last year.
Anything else?
Do you feel like this is a game the fans can help you guys in a big way if it's, they kind of match UNCW's atmosphere last year?
It would be awesome if we have Minji's packed tomorrow night. It really would be. I tell you, there wasn't a seat open in the house last year in Trask Coliseum. And it was an electric atmosphere, and I think our guys are excited. I know it's a painted purple type game in terms of the atmosphere and the fans and the students, and I know they're going to have giveaways, so it would obviously be electric to have that kind of atmosphere in there.